evening. Welcome to the stream. We're going to boldly go where no one has gone before. We're going to play some Star Trek Online. I have played around with the game a little bit before, have a couple of characters, but I believe I'm going to do some TOS Starfleet era, which is the original series. I think play as a human and see what the story holds for us. Notice the warning: there is a current event going in the game for some other modern times, Klingon, Romulan, and modern era Starfleet. We're going to bypass that, play some old school Star Trek here. So, kind of bland. We're going to go with a human. We're going to play a male character. Engineering, always engineering. So, let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Taller. Swaggerville. Stick with the basics. And name. Rocco. He looks like a Rocco. And we'll engage. All right. Trait system has been changed. Any previously selected traits have been wiped. Okay. I don't think we currently have any traits.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Okay. Okay. Everything seems locked down at the moment.
To move, use the W, A, S, and D keys. To look around...
Got it. Let's go talk to the captain here. Captain Garrett.
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground. Find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors.
Aye, sir.
Not so fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. We'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Okay. So, looks like we're, scanning the surface. Back to the captain.
Did you find a suitable landing area? Excellent. I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
Ah, sir, on my way.
Your current tasks will be displayed here.
Alright, so we need to take the turbo lift to the engineering deck.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that.
Thanks, Tarsi. What do you know about Taurus 2?
Let's see. M-class planet? Barely. The Tarians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
Right. Lead the way, Ensign.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press F to interact with the phaser to pick it up.
Okay. Ah, there we go. Alright, the phaser has been automatically equipped. Okay. Practice shooting.
Good job, Lieutenant. That should be enough, unless you want more practice.
Oh, clear as mud, sir.
Ensign Mears reporting as ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again.
Oh, why is that?
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place.
I do, but you're the only one on board with local experience. Your insight will be invaluable.
Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
I never doubted it for a second. Alright. Let's check this shuttle out. Copernicus. None of that Galileo class business for us.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I believe that was Mr. Spock telling me I have been promoted. I am now a Starfleet lieutenant.
Ugh. It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack.
Stay alert. They very well could be.
Right. Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path, and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
Sounds good. See you there.
Remember, your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Checking out the map there. There are no unusual objects in the area. Alright. Heading out.
To sprint, tap the shift key while moving.
Is that a warp nacelle? Whoa. Big.
Okay. We seem to have found something.
Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of our shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder.
Maybe a crashed shuttle nearby. Let's have a look.
There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it, anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
Let's give him a hand.
Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma. Those valves should shut down the vents, though.
Agreed.
Thank you. We need to move. Those things, they're out there.
What things? Where?
Look out!
And of course the red shirt gets it. It's always the red shirt guy that dies first. Always.
What do they feed these things? Never mind!
Check on another spear. Alright, I know I got a couple of good shots on it. He can't have gotten very far or gone very fast.
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted and then that plasma coil blew. Damn near killed me.
You're lucky to be alive, Doctor.
You're telling me? We should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
Agreed. I'll get him. Lead the way. Okay. Now, I want to state for the record, just an observation here. This is like the second ship, at least, possibly even more, to have crashed while studying the Murasaki effect. Maybe they need to be a little more careful, because apparently the Murasaki effect is very dangerous. Miller.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters.
We'll have you out of here soon, sir.
Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now. You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
Thanks. We'll have a look.
There are rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Wait, you
can
want me
switch
to shoot
between two
this?
equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Yep, you're gonna learn today.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting and give them some pointers.
Works for me.
Your weapon has an alternate fire mode. The effect of this mode varies by weapon.
I get it. That
secondary
gives me a
fire
lot
by
more
pressing
control.
2 or clicking the icon.
Wow, thanks. That feels a lot better.
Remember, your weapon has an alternate fire mode. The effect of this mode varies by weapon. Activate secondary fire by pressing 2 or clicking the icon.
They're right behind me!
Another red shirt.
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
Defeat the Tarians.
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back, and in greater numbers.
Agreed. Use Tarsi guard the pass while I get the others into cover.
Into the ship? But then we'll be trapped.
Retreat to the ship? With pleasure.
Alright, now we go back to Mears.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea.
Oh, it's a good one.
Shut the doors! They're right behind us!
What? Are you mad?
Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
Good old Montgomery Scott. Maybe there's enough charge left in the batteries. Electrify them. Taser, taser, taser. Right.
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are. I think we owe you a very nice bottle of scotch.
Indeed. So what happened out
The
there?
Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others, they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
Get the survivors to the shuttle, Tarsi, and I will rescue the
I was
hostages.
thinking, we can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Like thermal breadcrumbs, huh? Good thinking. Right. Scan for heat signatures. Red alert! Oh, snap! Hey, stop throwing stuff at me. Alright, alright. Okay, dropped in. Oh, hold on. Now we gotta go back. We seem to have missed a spear thrower. Okay. Didn't miss much. Okay. Moving along. Okay. Tracking heat signatures. Defeat the chief. Okay. Snap! Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him!
Lieutenant! We're over here! Help! Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We owe you one. Pretty sure those things were gonna have us for dinner.
Not on my watch. Okay. Return to the shipwreck.
Fascinating. The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Now isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Stial.
He's got a point, though. It's worth looking into.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are the Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
Ready phasers, just in case they're not in the mood for questions.
Looks like they're not in the mood for questions, Lieutenant.
An item has dropped.
I have found a Klingon pad.
Hey, is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't exactly their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad unlocked and ready for your inspection.
Nice work, Ensign. Let's have a look.
Your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire!
Oh, that's
Looks
not
like
good.
the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely gonna want to hear about this.
Agreed. Defeat the Klingon assault squad.
Let's get back to the shuttle before more of them show up.
Managed to not stand it stupid that time. Come on, Tarsi, get it together. Oh, that wasn't quick enough. Aha! So you can die. You can duck and dodge. Double forward or double reverse.
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship.
That makes two of us.
Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
Let's go.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Again, sounds like I got promoted. May need to spend a moment to figure out how to level up. Hey. You are now Lieutenant Grade 2. Nope, that's not it. Okay. We'll figure this out. Okay, that's not it. Ah, there we go. Ooh, so we can pick traits. Check our messages. Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
We made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay. I admit I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing in me.
Couldn't have done it without you, Ensign. Thank you. How in the world did the Klingons get on this ship? I'll tell you, Starfleet security just isn't what it used to be. Shuttle bay here.
We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
Fine, I guess. I serve recommendations.
Start with the engineering lab. We need to bring our plasma relays back online. After that, secure the armory and main engineering.
We'll handle it, sir. Tarsi, Mears, ready weapons, and prepare to repel boarders.
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
Stay here with Tarsi to help this squad. I'll take care of the labs.
We'll handle these Klingons. Sounds like we're needed in the engineering lab.
Oh, apparently we can't go that way. Okay. Let's check our map. Ah, there we go. Around the ring.
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant.
Shoot him in the back. Hey.
They shut down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running fast.
Reinitializing.
Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored. Now clear out that armory.
Watch out! More Klingons!
Ah!
Great work. Secure engineering next if you can.
If I can. Doubt me.
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
Right, well done. Let's clear out main engineering now. Engineering, this is my house. There we go.
Bridge to engineering, please respond.
Activate the compound. Where's the comm panel. Oh, there it goes. I was in combat.
Nice work. Internal sensors show you secure the engineering deck. I need you to take a look at the engines now. The Klingons fouled them up good.
On it, sir. Stand by.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or
tactical. And since I'm engineering, let's bring the engines back online.
Engines back online. Initiate invasive maneuvers.
Go. Take the
I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
On it, sir.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Activate the view screen.
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
I just want to take a moment to say that I appreciate the accuracy of the TOS storyline here, using the original-looking Klingons and not the TNG-era Klingons. That's a nice touch.
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
Get to a friendly sector? We're not gonna run, are we?
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Fine.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in 2 nearby satellites. I'm thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them and find out.
Sir.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q.
Science report coming in now. Satellites are using a triaxulating signal. Strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
Sir, it's a real tragedy.
Use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded. Warning, ship is under attack.
Nice work. 1 down, 1 to go. Looks like this one is shielded.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
Way out. Alright, 10-kilometer range. Gotcha. Full impulse. Closing in.
Use your phaser beam to weaken shielded targets. Use your torpedo on an enemy when their shield is down. You must be out of combat to answer the hail. The red alert message at the top of your screen will indicate if you are in combat.
We are still alert condition red. We are no longer under red alert.
Can you hear us? We're under attack by Klingon raiders. Our shields are buckling. Won't last long.
Hold on, Captain. We're on our way. Right.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow.
Yes, got it. Klingon T5 Raptor.
Click on a shield that is low on power to repair it. This will divert power from your other shields.
Thanks for the help. Our engines are offline. Could you transfer some energy and get them started again?
Can do, Captain. Stand by.
Thanks for everything. Good luck with the Klingons.
Safe travels,
Lieutenant,
Captain.
I've made some modifications to our torpedo launcher. I think you'll like the results.
Acknowledged.
Remember that you can activate full impulse by clicking.
Yes, we can activate the levers. Approach the Klingons.
Activate high-yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or using all parts at once.
Your head will decorate my bridge.
More Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
Lay in an intercept course, lock weapons, and fire at will.
What it will do. No, just kidding. A couple more D5 Raptors here. Full impulse.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Flank a little bit.
This is the USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
Acknowledge, Enterprise. En route to your position now. Defeat the Klingon command ship.
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolf, eh? And now you will die with him as well. myself upon you and your lackey.
Not today.
Thank you for your assistance.
Thanks for the update, Commander. Safe travels. Tango out. Yeah, if you got the tip, hey Onyx.
Starfleet Command
Welcome
wants us
to the,
and
to the
Enterprise
stream.
back for a debriefing on this mess. Helm, set a course for Earth space dock, warp factor 3.
Alright, warping out. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this a little bit. So the auto fire.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant. But he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
That they are, Tarsi. That they are. Okay. Enter the bar.
It's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't enjoy going back to Taurus 2, but we got the job done thanks to you. Starfleet First Officers must be my good luck charm.
Right-click the
Captain
weapon
Garrett has
status
requested me for a
icon,
new
ship
logistics
speed
position
bar.
here at ESD.
Weapon box will
Might not be
outline
as
green.
glamorous
Oh,
as the Final
okay.
Frontier, but I've accepted. Until next time, good luck out there.
Awesome tip. Awesome tip. Same to you, Ensign. Take care.
We were in Starfleet Academy together.
So works on ground but can't tend to infect an exploit attacks. Okay. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Always see. Made pretty positive impression on Cadet Winstead, however.
If you're going into the lion's den, you'll need a medical officer.
Yep, I'll keep that in mind, Doc. Say that I do, sorry. Right, don't mention it, Doc.
That was some fine work back there, friend. It's not every day one walks away from a brawl with the Klingons. You look familiar. If you don't mind me saying so. Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir.
Ah, must be my imagination. You meet a lot of folks serving in Starfleet, to be sure. By the way, I heard you ran into the local wildlife on Taurus 2. Right unfriendly devils, aren't they? I won't be forgetting those gigantic spears anytime soon. Look me up sometime. We'll have a drink and share some caveman tales.
Thanks, Lieutenant Commander. I could use a good drink. Let's see who else we get to chat with here. Sulu.
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
Thanks, Lieutenant. I hope I'll get the chance. Uhura?
Lieutenant Uhura of the Starship Enterprise.
Okay. Good advice, Lieutenant. If he wants a rematch, I'll be ready. Okay. Admin offices. Talking to Captain Garrett.
Thanks for coming. I have some good news to share. First off, Fleet promoted me to Admiral. I'll be working with Deep Space Command on several exploration initiatives there. Our ship's going to need a new captain. I've talked it over with Command. They agree with my recommendation. You. Congratulations, my friend. I know the ship will be in good hands once I'm away. Don't think you've gotten rid of me, though. I plan on keeping you plenty busy out there.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. Every generation, Starfleet officers hear the call of duty. Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace. If the Federation is to be saved from chaos, new officers will need to take up the task of restoring peace. Live long and prosper, Lieutenant.
Live long and prosper indeed.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay. Purchasing skills. Alright. I feel like weapon proficiency would be a good buy here. And then in our space skill, oh, incredibly. Nimoy was the whole franchise really. He carried a lot of water on Star Trek for many years, for sure. Take the whole restoration. All right.
I have some new orders for you.
Explore
I've outlined
Earth space
important
dock,
people you
okay?
should talk to while visiting Earth's space dock. Speak with the tailor to customize your appearance. After that, speak with the ship vendor to claim a shuttlecraft.
Claiming a shuttlecraft. Okay.
Stay safe out there.
Skill trap. How so?
You have your orders. Proceed. Hello. I don't have anything for you today.
Right.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your
Is
objective.
it just due to all of the choices, or just kind of confusing, or what so? Ah, okay, so limited skill points. Okay. So you got to be very careful with what you select, because you kind of go down the wrong path and you're kind of stuck, huh? Okay. Bridge officer trainer. Okay. Away team equipment. Okay. Get some bridge officers. Shipyard. I got you. So just because something might sound cool doesn't necessarily mean that, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured there was some sort of mechanic to it, but being rather new to the whole thing, I would probably make a mess of it, I was thinking. Utility cruiser. We need to get a shuttlecraft.
Welcome. Admiral Garrett said you would come by to requisition a new shuttle. While you're here, feel free to look at the other ships we have available for requisition. I'm here to help you choose a vessel.
Reroll token.
What would you like to know?
I got you.
Which one were you interested in?
A Class F shuttle. Ah, okay, so that's kind of like their gold or gem resources or whatever that the other games use. Okay.
Objective locations can also be found on your compass, as well as your minimap.
Okay, so you can get all of the special currencies and all that stuff just by playing the game. So you don't have to pay, but paying makes it quicker, I'm guessing. Good deal. Good deal.
I know that being a starship captain is a big responsibility, but I believe you're up to the task. If you feel that your ship is ready for its next mission, I can give you new orders.
Okay.
Stay safe out there.
You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
Ever hear of Edrin 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with a Gorn there, and barely lived to tell the tale. Both the Gorn and the Federation have teams there now. I'd like you to back our new people up, in case the Gorn decide to engage in a little cowboy diplomacy.
Interesting turn of phrase, cowboy diplomacy. Okay. Oh, there's the dilithium.
Stay safe out there.
Click this button to beam up to the system map.
Okay. Beam into the ship.
Welcome to the Sol
Click
system.
on this button to
All
warp
visitors
out
to Earth
sector
space dock are required to fly close enough to the station for our tractor beams to lock onto your ship. Our automated systems will notify you when you are in position.
Okay, thank you. Alright, let's warp to sector space.
Click on the icon beside your mission to order your crew to plot a course to your next mission.
Okay.
You are now in sector space.
Yeah. We're in sector space. Plotted the course to the Edron system. Moving right along. I want to thank everyone for that showed up to the stream for hanging out with us this evening. Glad to have you with us. I think I'm going to be playing this on a weekly basis on Thursday evenings, 6 Eastern till probably about 9 p.m. Just kind of going through it and giving it a shot. So if you want to come back and hang out with us later, it'd be awesome. Oh, now that's a cool view. Nope, astrometrics on. That's the way to go. Okay. I could see where the astrometrics would cause some lower end GPUs to struggle a little bit. Totally. I'm not running an incredibly high end card myself. Just a
We're
RX,
reading several Gorn ships on our
580.
sensors, as well as the USS Zhangha. The Zhangha is hailing us now.
On screen.
Welcome to Edron 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zhangha. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace.
How can we help, Captain?
Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
I'll send a team to the surface then. Tango out.
Captain, the Gorn are scanning us. They might not be talkative, but they are curious about us. Orders?
Maintain course. Steady as she goes, Helm.
I recommend caution when dealing with the Gorn. They can be easily provoked.
Oh, that's not cool. Melted laptops is not something
we have entered the orbit of Edron 4.
Transporter room to bridge.
That's just not cool.
Geological team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edron 4.
Very good. Stand by for transport.
Lowering shields for transport. I'm detecting some unusual energy signatures in orbital space near Edron 4. Recommend we perform a deep scan of each. They could be hazardous.
Agreed. Helm, bring us into sensor range.
Strange. For a moment there...
What have you got?
It's nothing, Captain. Thought I was picking up an impulse drive. False alarm. I'll recalibrate the sensors. Don't want to be jumping at shadows here.
Very well, carry on.
Captain, the science and engineering teams indicate that they have made it to the surface and made contact with the science team from the Zhangha. The rest of the landing party is standing by in Transporter Room 1. They're ready to beam down when you are.
Energize. I can see the system requirements changing, and as graphical updates and things are still put out. It's I've heard of the. I had familiar with the game for quite a while. I haven't spent a great deal of time with it, unfortunately. But just decided to get back into it and check things out, and it's an amazing looking game so far from what I can tell and what I remember. The ship combat and the ground combat options are pretty dynamic, and I don't know that I've seen that in another game that I have played. Certainly, it's either kind of hokey ship combat or great ship combat, and then the exact opposite is either great ground game or just incredibly hokey, cheesy ground game. Must be something big it's trying to load.
There you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Skavrin, Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Lovely planet we've got here. Charming, even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral-rich would be an understatement.
What's your background, Skavrin?
My first assignment out of the Academy was on Vulcan, working at a geothermal power site in Shikar. Great people, the Vulcans. Good at arguments, though all the logic comes off a little dry for my tastes. This is my first deep space assignment, and I'm damn glad for it. Hope we're going to travel to more than desert worlds, though. I hear Ryza's nice this time of year.
Ryza's nice every time of year. So I hear. Glad to have you aboard, Ensign.
You can find mission objectives on your mini-map or by pressing the scan area key.
Okay.
My tricorder's showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
Good deal.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
Scanning minerals.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure.
Yep.
This carbon deposit is unusually pure. Apparently, the Metrons don't prepare half-rate planets.
Yep.
Whoever gets the mineral rights to this planet will be pleased. Very pleased indeed.
Yep.
My readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure.
Okay, we'll get there. Calm down.
The variety of minerals in the topsoil alone is astounding. The soil here has a high concentration of sulfur.
Yep.
Either my tricorder's broken, or the soil here has an amazingly high concentration of sulfur.
Ugh, my nose told me that long before your tricorder incident. Phew.
Mortar fire! We better head back to the mortars have closed off the pass. We can't reach the camp. Who would do this?
The
Look,
Warner
over
Klingons.
there. It's the Gorn.
Captain, this is Lieutenant Newman. One of the Gorn ships just exploded. They're blaming us and attacking our forces, on the surface and in orbit. Captain McKinnon tried to explain, but they aren't responding to any hails.
Go to red alert, Lieutenant.
Way ahead of you, Captain. We're defending ourselves, and our shields are up, which means we can't beam you back to the ship. Afraid you're on your own for now.
Understood. We'll find a way back.
Over there. There might be a way out of this infernal canyon further down the valley.
Yep. Dropped him before he had a chance to hit us with a rock.
We need a way out of this canyon, and I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhangha's science team as target practice.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And where will we find this bomb?
Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives. We're going to need at least 3 bamboo containers, sulfur, potassium nitrate, and coal.
Let's do
Behind us!
What? Okay, here we go. Nope, Gorn. Rock to the face. Okay. Collect the coal. Ranger. We'll lay down that grenade there, Tarzan. items. Collect the sulfur. Yeah, the Delta recruit. Yeah, definitely thinking about playing one of those on another. Probably won't stream it, but probably play it for my own purposes. I've got another character that's a modern era Starfleet. I've got a Klingon, low-level stuff, but I had thought about starting a Romulan to get the whole kind of racing experience and try them all out eventually. Because the stories are different.
Let's take these materials over to the bottom of that huge
all the
rock.
different factions, aren't they? Correct? Okay. Talk to Skevrin at the base of the cliff. Ah, okay. So unlock the account unlocks, that's where it's at. Alright, alright.
Right. Ensign Hunter and I will construct the bombs we need to bring down this rock across the canyon. That's the easy part. It's up to you to keep those angry Gorn off us while we work. Hope you're a good shot.
Understood. Work quickly.
Well, at least the Gorn are punctual. Keep them off us! Crush that coal up good, Hunter. Not like that. Finer. Careful with that. Potassium nitrate can react explosively with these materials. Now mix it with the coal. Carefully! I'd rather not get blown to pieces today, if you don't mind. We're just about done.
Incapacitated.
Done! Now let's get these bombs in place.
Okay. 4 Delta recruits. You only make 2. Make
Well,
another Klingon.
now that Ensign Hunter and I did the hard work,
we'll do.
It's time for you to pull your weight. Spread them out.
Alright, pick up the charges. Here we go. Place the charge. Hope his demo calculations are right.
The bombs are primed to blow. We should move to a safe distance.
Okay. Good deal, good deal. Right.
Fire in the hole! Ha! Back in the academy, they said that in a battle of man versus nature, man loses. Well, take that, nature.
Think our victory over Mother Nature will hold in some...
Absolutely. We should be able to climb that rock just fine. It's steep, but a minor obstacle for us nature conquerors. Just, watch your step.
Will do. Let's move out.
I hope the scientists are all right. The Gorn aren't known for their mercy.
Yep.
Looks like some Gorn came through here. We better hurry. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. No. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright. So we got a heavy ranger, a ranger, and a ranger. Take items? Yes. Definitely want to equip that. Nice. Kind of get the whole family involved in playing, huh? That's awesome.
Thank you. Things were looking pretty grim there for a moment. The Gorn. They kept saying the deaths of their people would be avenged, but we didn't do anything. I haven't fired a phaser since the academy.
You're safe now, Doctor. Join your people on the shuttle and head back to the Zheng-A.
Glad you're in one piece, Captain. It's clear up here for the moment. Transporters are standing by.
Awesome. Beam us up. Yeah, I kind of I did that to my poor wonderful wife several years ago. I roped her into playing Star Wars: The Old Republic with me for several years,
and we would run around together and spend numerous hours. My son picked it up, and he picks it up and puts it down ever so often and plays. But that would be awesome. That's the way to do it for sure. One of each. Nice. Nice. Yeah, she played. See, my wife played. I even got her into playing a little bit of Guild Wars 2 when it first came out many, many moons ago. And I still play it from time to time, and actually have some streams scheduled for it later. Oh, what? We seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties. Please stand by. Let's try to exit out and let's try to relog and see what we've done to break it. Yes, yes. Yeah, I hear that that is a feature, not a bug. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
Looks like the Gorn have exercised the better part of valor, Captain. But the Zhangha's in rough shape. Captain McKinnon is hailing us now.
On screen.
Good to hear from you. Thank you for saving my people.
No thanks needed, Captain. What's your status?
We're making repairs, but it'll be some time before our engines are back online.
We'll head to your position. Maybe we can get you up and running faster. Okay.
We're picking up Gorn warp signatures.
You can fire all weapons at once by pressing the space bar.
That's not good. Yeah. That auto fire is so nice.
Thanks for covering us. The Gorn would have made short work of my ship otherwise. I owe you one.
How are the repairs coming?
Slow but steady. Our warp drive is still disabled, but we're making progress.
We have some spare supplies we can beam over to assist you.
Thanks. I hate to ask, but something's bothering me. We picked up strange energy readings before the attack. It could be nothing.
Send your data to us. I'll have some of my crew take a look.
Sending it now. I'd start with the debris of the Gorn ship that was destroyed. There might be a clue there.
Acknowledged. Stay safe, Captain. Okay.
crew of the Shanghai were onto something. I ran a deep scan analysis of the Gorn debris, and the results are damned peculiar.
Go on.
Gorn ships aren't as tough as a Tellarite design, but our scaly friends know a thing or two about hull plating. Whoever fired this shot knew exactly where to hit them.
Can you tell who did it?
Not with the data we have now, but the science team just found another strange energy reading nearby.
Let's see what's out there. Helm set course. Scan it.
Picking up debris from the Gorn ship, and some trace elements of weapons-grade plasma. Sir, I know who did this. It's the Romulans.
Romulans? Are you sure?
I'll shave my eyebrows if I'm wrong. It's the Romulans, I'm sure of it. There's more bad news. The Gorn are coming back, weapons hot. Orders?
Red alert. Target their tactical target their subsystems to delay them.
It's the same ship as before. Doesn't look like they're back at full strength, though.
Right the hell out of there, space lines. Ah!
Thought we could share this space equally, Federation. Your unprovoked act of aggression against our research vessel tells me otherwise.
Captain, we have data that proves the Romulans attacked that ship.
I see no Romulans, only Federation ships. Do you think me a fool, Captain?
I'm sending data that exonerates us.
Most convenient, Captain. But I am unconvinced. Produce these Romulans that you claim destroyed our ship, or prepare to pay for your crimes.
Oh, thanks, Onyx, for the follow. Awesome.
Captain, I've got an idea. If we can generate a charged particle burst, we might overload their cloak.
Make it happen, Scammer.
Quite the clever one, Captain. Too clever, I'm afraid. No one can know of our actions here today. Your death, I regret, is necessary.
We'll see about that. Come Got your foot on it, but don't let him in. There you go. Almost dead. Oh, they're healing.
Well fought, Federation. The hegemony will remember the Romulan treachery today, and your assistance in exposing it. I propose we continue our joint surveys of Edrin 4 under a mutual non-aggression pact.
That works for me, Captain.
So there was another player on the field. Nice work out there, Captain. We'll be heading for the closest starbase soon, but we'll be back to finish our work here, along with the Gorn, I'll wager. I think the Romulans will take a pass, though.
And with good reason. Good luck, Captain.
All decks have reported in. We're ready to disembark on your order.
Take us out, Helm. Warp 3.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to
Good to hear
report
from
to
you.
the contact
I've read
and
Captain
turn in the
McKinnon's
mission.
report. Sounds like things got a little rough on Edrin 4. Still, the diplomatic corps thinks your actions will make a difference in future talks with the Gorn. Well done.
Okay, okay.
Stay
Congratulations,
safe.
Lieutenant.
Ah, looks like we got another bridge officer.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways, fast.
Okay, okay. Well, we don't want things to go sideways.
Stay safe out
You
there.
are now in sector space. Here's your...
Okay. Alright. Looks like we got some more skills. Let's see. Looks like we got a space point to spend. Do.
definitely want the hull capacity. I want more hit points. Okay, that's an update. That's an upgrade. That's standard. Definitely take the shield upgrade. Let's put a shield battery and a weapon battery. Doesn't look like we have any consoles at the moment. Yeah, we're going to take that phaser rifle for sure. Give Scalperin the rifle. We'll give Tarsi the pistol. We'll give her some armor. Okay, so always better to have more capacity than better restoration. That's kind of what I was thinking. Better to have a larger damage pool than to be able to refresh that smaller pool quicker. Makes total sense. Okay. Alright, I don't think I have any access to anything of that just yet. Okay. Alright, so looks like we're going to the Orion sector. Deep Space K-13. Oh, okay. So you definitely want the active heal skills rather than the passive heal skills. Got it. Begin painful omens.
We've arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all. From K-13 or the other ships in system.
Scan for signs of enemy ships or activity.
Sensors aren't detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yellow alert. Okay.
The other ships are raising shields and charging weapons.
Uh-oh.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
There we go. That was a big explosion.
All ships disabled, Captain.
Okay.
Captain, those were the Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power.
See if you can raise any of the ships. Use all channels. Try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! Ah! This station came from the station! Ah!
Who's taking control? What's happening over there?
Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately.
Of course we are. Captain Doherty mentioned the station. Bring us close to scan K-13.
No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet.
Yeah, a little too quiet. Something's not right.
Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over and have a look around?
Have a landing party meet me in the transporter room.
I don't like this. No one's at their duty stations. Not even the transporter operator. Station's not on alert. What's happening? Tricorder's picking up a life sign nearby. Looks like they're in sickbay just across the hall.
Set phasers to stun. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Those blast points on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight here. But with whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan weapon fire. Just Federation.
She did. Indeed, she did. I've got a bad feeling about this.
But it looks like sickbay's still operational. Over to the right.
Someone was expecting a fight. Against whom or what? I have no idea. Captain, I think I saw motion in that room to the left.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected? With what, exactly?
Neuroparasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly.
Temet, and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
Logical precaution.
Scans show
Scan
a
away.
slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them. I want to know what we're dealing with here.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any
According
recommendations?
to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not an engineer.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person. Perhaps we can find someone else via the comm system.
Hopefully we're not alone here. This is Lieutenant Smalling of the USS Tango. Is anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Mr. Scott. We'll make our way to you.
I have
Smalling out.
secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent, Ensign. You're with us. Let's gear up and head to engineering.
Equip your bridge officers by selecting them, then double-click an item in your inventory to have them equip it.
Okay.
If we pass through the mess hall, we can access a turbo lift to reach engineering. Whenever you are ready.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so Scobber needs some armor. Everybody's shielded. Alright, I do think we're good to go. Proceeding through the mess hall.
These crew members, they're all infected by the parasites. Be careful.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Let's keep going. Scan the uranium. Into the turbo lift. Headed engineering.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Let's not keep him waiting then.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
So
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duochronoc relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We'd better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Alright, so kit. Engineering kit model photon
Equip a
grenade
kit
launcher.
to gain new ground combat abilities.
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here. That one was easy. Just a few more to go.
Okay.
Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Good deal. Stay in the light.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are. I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
This one just needs fuses. There we are. Good as new. Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer. There we are. It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You'd best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll...
Jeffries, too.
Who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
good old UV lights. That'll do it. That'll do it.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
We need to talk. Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting.
The Temporal Prime Directive.
Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Well, that's a lot to take in.
We can return to the ship on your orders.
Okay. Alright.
We can return to the ship on your order.
Let's beam to the ship. Okay. So apparently now we have ventured into the beginning of the temporal Cold War, and now we're fighting the Nakul. It's interesting. While we're on a loading screen, I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out. It's been a while, so
The Ptolemy is holding the Nakul off while we rescue the other ships, but they won't last long.
valuable.
K-13 is hailing us, Captain.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Terminator. What happened? Parasites? What?
Acknowledged.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledged. Oh, that's my cue to do something.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels. And I'm gonna need more
System
answers.
scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything's getting back to normal. We can leave the system on your orders.
Let's depart the system. Report to Admiral Garrett.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Hey, we got a science officer. Sweet.
We have a problem at Babel. Caridian rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage. They're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridan sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
Alright, we'll do what we can. Let's see.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Very well. I'll be there shortly.
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
Okay.
Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
transiting. Hey, look, we're passing Earth in the Sol system. Wave, kids.
All right. I appreciate your patience. I'm what's known as a temporal agent. It's my job to preserve the timeline. You helped me stop one temporal incursion at K-13. There's been another at Babel, and I could use your help with it. Welcome to the Temporal Ready Room. I use it to monitor the timeline. The Nakul have sent agents to a critical point in time. We believe they disrupted the Babel conference in 2268 aboard the USS Enterprise. I want to send you back there to stop them. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins. I'm sending one of our best temporal agents along. I believe you've met.
Nice to see you again. It's been some time. For me, at least. For you, I see hardly any time has passed at all. It must be strange to see me looking older.
Once you're on Enterprise, deal with the Nakul and make sure the conference proceeds as planned. You'll have a temporal transponder, which will allow me to communicate with you and bring you back. You'll also have these bioscanners.
Let's
They're
not
short
spoil
range,
any
but
fun.
will detect Nakul agents nicely.
Just out of
Do the
curiosity,
job right,
isn't
no one will know it.
Isn't Daniels here? Ain't that the temporal agent from Enterprise?
The situation at Babel shouldn't be happening. Something in the past has changed, and not for the better.
That's what I thought. I thought he looked kind of familiar. Talk to Captain Chekhov.
Let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors to look for signs of our time-traveling friends. The computer won't have any details on the Nakul, so you'll need to recalibrate the sensors manually on the bridge. Oh, and one more item to be aware of. Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge, which is why I will be remaining here out of sight. As much as I would like to visit the bridge again, two of me in the same place would raise questions neither of us wants to answer.
Understood. I'll leave my officers here with you too, just in case.
Let's get to work. I will check with you again after you are done on the bridge.
Okay.
I haven't worn this uniform for some time. It's a little snug.
Looks like Uhura has the con. Recalibrating.
Nice work. I'm getting some readings from Deck 11, but I can't pinpoint them. Some sort of interference. We'll need to get close and scan by hand. Start with the mess hall. There are a lot of people coming and going there.
Right, heading Deck 11.
Vulcan, I would speak to you.
Does seem unavoidable.
How do you vote on the Corridon mission?
Sensors are showing that one of the delegates is leaving the lounge. Follow him. He might need to...
Is there something I can help you with? I'm well aware of that. I'm weary of listening to the Tellarite ranting at the Vulcan. I'd like to retire to my quarters. Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Okay. Oh, okay. Return to Captain Chekhov.
Looks like they're on the move. Though I'm still getting a lot of false readings on the sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Like the old Russian saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1.
Right, let's head back to the junction and collect some readings.
Being here takes me back. It was quite a different time for Starfleet. Head back toward the reception. There he is. Wait, that's Ambassador Gav. Run down and like...
Okay. Heading to deck 5.
The captain's wound is serious. He'll bleed out. Good. It looks like the captain is stabilized. We need to move. I did...
Alright, let's get ourselves to engineering.
Someone set a bomb in here. I cannot defuse and keep the minions online at the same time. Wait, Chekhov, is that you? You look older than me, laddie. And you,
It's complicated, Scotty. We've been sent back in time to keep the Enterprise from being destroyed. Aliens are...
All right, lad. You can start by helping me keep this ship from blowing to pieces, and get rid of that bloody bomb, if you can.
Alright.
Divert power to the number 4 shield. Not that one. Divert power to the number 4 shield. Divert power to the number 4 shield. Not that one. Divert power to the number 2 shield. Good work. Now check on that bomb. Auxiliary power to weapons. Not that one. Auxiliary power to weapons.
Okay. Yeah.
Good work. Now check on that bomb.
I'll figure this out.
Prepare teams to deck 11. Good work. Now check on that bomb. The captain's ordering me to cut the power? I see what he's about. That got him.
We can't disarm this bomb, but we need to get to that Orion ship anyway. We can take it with us.
Why not just beam it into space?
We can't let that ship be captured. It has dangerous technology on it. Scotty, I need you to trust me. That ship needs to be destroyed. You can't tell anyone what happened here. It could damage the timeline irreparably. Besides, I'm captain now, so I technically outrank you.
All right, lad. I'll take you at your word. Once you're ready, I'll send you and that bomb over.
Good deal. Beam to the Orion ship.
Good luck to you. Energizing. Now, what's this?
The Orions will lock down their ship. We need to override their security systems.
Use the B key to toggle between aiming your weapon and 15% bonus to damage.
Let's get that security console.
Use C to crouch. Crouching gives a...
I'm going to try to attach the...
Beaming us up.
That was close. I'm glad I got you out of there in time. You're both valuable agents. Of course, no one will know what you've done today, with the exception of Commander Scott. That being said, this won't be the strangest thing he'll see in his career. Not by a long shot. Indeed. Comes with the job, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I can send you and Captain Chekhov back to your respective timelines when you're ready.
Thanks, Daniels.
That was quite an adventure. I think you have the makings of a fine temporal agent, my friend. As good as it was to see Enterprise again, I have other duties to attend to. We're preparing for a very serious event, the Battle of Procyon 5. That conflict will determine the... But you don't need to worry about that now. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear. A time that will never come again.
Understood. True. Thanks for everything, Captain. Until next time. Return to sector space.
A lot could have gone wrong today. We could have lost critical figures in history. Sarek of Vulcan, James Kirk, and the crew of the Enterprise. The list is long. However, the timeline was preserved, thanks to you and Captain Chekhov. The Babel Conference proceeds as planned, and Corridan is admitted to the Federation. Well done. I'll continue to monitor the timeline for incursions. I hope I can count on you again when the time comes for action.
Absolutely. Oh. Let's see. Do we want the Vulcan, Tellarite, or the human? Let's go with the Vulcan.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay. Greetings, Captain. I have been assigned to the USS Tango, and I'm ready to serve as a member of your crew. Sengep. Okay.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
Okay, good deal.
Stay safe out there.
Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
Good deal. Okay. Looks like we have some...
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
Gonna take the whole capacity here. Take the science officer. Let's get the hull capacity. And take that shield capacity. Okay. That's an engineering console. What do we get? We also got a deflector array that we can upgrade. Got a better photon torpedo launcher. Looks like we got a better warp core. think that's going to be a good stopping point for this evening before we get into another mission and run long. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me and passing along any tips and tricks that you may have picked up over the years. Come back next week, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll pick up with the adventures of Captain Rocco Smalling and the crew of the Tango as we run through the temporal Cold War and maybe go and defuse a sticky situation with some Tholians. So, thanks for coming along.